sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like, please tell me why you always with me. Please tell me why you always with me. Please tell me why you always with me.
All right, bro.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Foxborough. Antonio Andrews now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And we peer now at the offensive starters here in this game.
Let's take a look at the wide receiver, Dorial Green-Beckham, DGB. Size, speed, hands. His promise is starting to be realized.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Got a man, it's Wright. And speaking of Kendall Wright, Charles, his head coach Mike Mularkey, he's been pretty frank saying he wants to see more of him on the field.
And that's because he liked what he saw early in camp. Kendall Wright was moving well, catching the ball. They've moved him back to his more natural slot position. They really need that hamstring to heal so they can get those big plays.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
Trying for Wright, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Blunt, the lone running back. So after the INT, it's Brady. And Incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Hey, 66. Wait, 20, 53.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. As the Titans settle in here for their drive, let me ask you about what they've got going with this big two-back system in Henry and Murray.
It has been something to watch in preseason. After the first 2 games, everyone in Nashville and Tennessee was wondering, what are we going to call these guys? They have to have a nickname. I've heard Thunder and Thunder has kind of been the early leader.
What do you like?
I like Slash and Bash.
Okay.
Because of Murray's ability to be the slasher, and then Henry is an outsized basher.
I like it. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, he uses
trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
On play action, now Brady. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads. Country roads that have those a lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Play clock winding down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to the air here after the INT. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
52! Gold 50!
Again, here's Blood. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots. 35 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
One of the notes I had about LeGarrette Blount coming out of college, he's not going to outrun you, but he will run through you. In these situations near the goal line, made to order.
Maybe they'll turn to his big frame again. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. This is caught by Green Beckham. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. Off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Penalty marker is down here. And he's got it up and through. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out here in the eye.
Wait 20! Wait 20! 35!
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Hey, 66! 53! Wait 20!
Now Blunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
20, 20, 51, 52.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
29 to Mike.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
29 to Mike. Ozzie.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Mike 20.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to sling this. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike 20. Easy.
Time running out here on the play clock. Brady going to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
20. Blue 20.
Again, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Brady again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Andrews. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mariota to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come out here in the eye. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dorial Green Beckham. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Blunt, the lone running back. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
220, 92.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It's just, it all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Brady now on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Sugar. Wait, 20. 55.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
220. Alabama, 380.
Now a play fake. Brady going deep here for Edelman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Out of his end zone, Mariota. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Dorial Green Beckham, 97 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now Jones. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 73 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down, Mariota. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. First and 15 here behind the chains. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Mariota now on second down. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he locates Walker, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They come out here in the eye. This is Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got room. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the...
And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
Play 20.
Brady will look to throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes in.